Assalamualaikum, my name is Masliana Binti Zakaria, metric number S52398. So today I'm going to present about case study about the feasibility of a farm agrotech company. So Empurau are one of the species that nearly to be extinct nowadays. This is because human activities such as deforestation, overfishing and environment pollution have been destroyed their natural habitat as well as their shelter. So DOF, Department of Fisheries, has been taking an initiative to protect the fish together with Dr. Stanley Kong, which is a former university lecturer. He quit his job to open an agricultural sector. He and his family bought 3 hectares of land on 2009 and started the aquaculture activity in 2011. He bought other 6.5 hectares of land for agricultural purposes such as chili paddy trees and fig trees and many else. He and Department of Fisheries cooperates to provide a good quality Empurau fish and distribute them to the farmers so that the species can be conserved. Together with his savings and government funds, the Empurau fish are bred and the seeds are distributed to the customer. This is Dr. Stanley with Empurau Broodstock. So for the vision and mission statement of the study, the vision of the study is about the transformation, which is not easy for the business, but also the vision provides a sense of direction in the future. This direction allows business to effectively communicate stability and optimism because of the vision statement provides the end goal of the business. The mission, a mission statement about is how will it achieve the goal state in the vision statement. The mission of this study is to provide feasibility analysis of e-farm agrotech for both opportunity and threat without the profit gain from the productivity. So for feasibility, the feasibility analysis which aim to objectively and rationally uncover the strengths and weaknesses of an existing business or proposed venture, opportunities and threats present in the environment, and the researchers required to carry through, and ultimately the prospects of the success. This is objective and benefits of the study. For objective is to evaluate the feasibility of aquaculture farming in a farm agrotech company. The benefit is because in a successful business, the feasibility analysis is a critical factor. Sometimes one of the business could not be successful because of this incorrect facts and assumptions. Therefore, the basic features in any feasibility analysis must be ensuring that we are working with accurate information, exact statement, and the latest financial records. This is product overview, which is focused on Empurau fish. The Empurau fry or juvenile was sell at RM5 per inches, and then Empurau broodstock we will sell on 300 to 350 ringgit Malaysia per kilogram. Not only that, they also provide baung seeds and broodstock, which is 50 cent per inch for baung seeds, and for broodstock is valued at 20 ringgit Malaysia per kg. So they also provide cook and farm tilapia fish, which is valued at 18 ringgit Malaysia per kilogram. Well, this is the location of the study, which is located at Broga, Negeri Sembilan. The facility that used in this company is such as pond, used to store the broodstock such as baung and empurau that need to be injected with hormone. And then concrete tank is normally keep for broodstock needs to be sell, and then fiberglass tank is usually used for to keep the juvenile, and aquarium tanks is usually used for keep the seeds of the fish. And then as you can see here, this is the exactly size for the concrete tank with Dr. Kong stay beside the concrete tanks. It's consists 16 feet of wide, 70 feet of long, and then 1.2 meters of depth. So this is a production and harvesting process. Before injected with the hormone, the broodstock must be selected based on their health and their physical factor. So Empurau and baung has exactly similar method and production process. So the first, step is the fish are injected with the hormone. So they produce this every month because they have a lot of broodstock in their farm. And then the egg was incubated for about 20 to 30 days. And then after the eggs was hatched, they can be moved to the aquarium tank with 1 inch long. They are ready to be sold. And the seeds will be cultured until it reaches to 1 to 5 kilogram weight as a broodstock to reproduce back. And then for tilapia production, the fish juvenile that have 1 to 4 inch long were obtained from local farmers. They do not reproduce the tilapia here. And then the tilapia were reared and fed with the self-made pellet until they reach 1 to 2 kilogram of weight, and they are daily harvested with approximate weight 300 kilogram per day, and they provide two different products, which is cooked fish, which is a grill, and then farm fish as a production and contribute to the farmers. So for the type of product, firstly for the Empurau fish, they produce 1 ton per month, which is equals to 1,000 kilogram and 240,000 per kilogram per year. For tilapia, it produces 2 tons, which is equals to 2,000 kilogram, and per year is valued at 120,000 kilogram. For bao, it produces half of tons, which is equals to 500 kilogram. Per year, it will be produce 6,000 kilogram. Next is we move to trend and industry growth. The fish are benefit for human as it consists of important sources of antioxidant as well as calcium, iodine, selenium, iron, and else. So this nutrition contents has improved the significance of fish consumption in brain development, protect vision as protection from cardiovascular diseases and some cases as well. So there are many new strategies has been created by fish farmers and entrepreneurs to improve their skills to enhance the production. This is included by A-Farm Agrotech, which built new strategies to attract the crowds. So this is the strategy that been created by A-Farm Agrotech, which is Dr. Stanley formulate his own recipe of fish pellet by using fig fruits. So as Empurau are omnivorous fish, they could attract of this kind of food because it smells like fruity. Fig fruit consists of few enzymes which could digest protein, vitamin A and vitamin B6. So this is all nutrition compound can reduce the stress of the fish and fatty as well. Not only that, they also can improve the gonad maturation. Then we move to target market segment and market strategy. This product has been exported to the entire Malaysia, including Sarawak. This product also reached in global marketing where it's in China, Thailand, Indonesia, and else. So target market is to ensure that the Empurau fish known by the global aquaculture production, such as USA market. This is are said by Dr. Stanley Kong, and the promotion are going through by media social, official site, and banner as well. So A-Farm Agrotech also provide consultancy for those who beginners that want to start their production in aquaculture sector. For not only that, Dr. Stanley also provide cooked tilapia, which is grilled and receive the order from major events such as wedding, official meetings, and so on. So for the financial sources and investment, the investment of this business are about 200,000 ringgit Malaysia, and the funds is from the WAF together with his own saving, which is Dr. Stanley Kong. This is financial analysis that I have made through this information that I've got from A-Farm Agrotech. As a conclusion, a positive net present value indicates that the project earnings generated by a project or investment. So based on the survey, both of NPV were positive value, and it is assumed that the business will be profitable. For the BC ratio and payback period also shows a positive value, and this has proven that A-Farm Agrotech can be sustained and profitable in the future and could be enhanced the aquaculture production as well. So that's all for me. Thank you.